How are you doing all of these things? Like, how can you just like be a TV host and be like, I don't know how many countries you travel to and be all these things and still do this work. So tell us a little bit about your journey shortly, and then we're gonna dive into your work.
Okay, yeah, I've always had a passion for travel. So since I was like 22, I have been traveling the globe, interacting with people. One of my passions was to collect friendships. I just love people. I love to know what makes them tick, what makes them do the things they do. Choices is everything. There's always a fork in the road. Which road do you take? And I think growing up under a Baghdad roof in San Diego, my father was from Iraq and my mom was from the hills of Virginia. So it was such, an interesting upbringing and it seeing the different cultures and growing up with it, it was just eye-opening and it made me really think about many things. And meeting so many people around the world just gave me more passion to then write about it, write stories. And that's how it started. So I've been to over 60 countries.
Tell us about soulblazing. What is it? I just love the word like soulblazing. It just feels so good. So tell us what it is.
It's really about awakening and expressing your brilliance. I love the soul and blazing. It just blazes everything you're passionate about and to really speak it with excitement and energy. Because I think we all have a seed inside us that wants to bloom. And unless we give it light, nothing will happen. It's going to stay with us and we're going to die with our dreams inside. So soul blazing is like a holistic approach, psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually. And it offers these practices, which I want to do one with you because
Yes,
it's also very fun. And
let's
I
do it.
have an acting background, so I mix some of that, some of the acting exercises with psychology because I really think they go hand in hand.
Wow, this is really amazing. So, this is awesome. I'm just loving all the influences that you have that create the work that you do. It's just so freaking authentic because all the stuff, all the experiences you've had, and it's just so amazing. So, tell us about the your imposter model. So you talk about seven imposters that shape human behavior. So what are those?
Seven. I came up with many over 50,
Okay.
but then I took the ones that most people had.
Hmm.
So over, I don't know, 500 or 1,000 people over 10 years, I'm like, okay, this was their issue. This one was a victim. This one was a joker. This one was a seductor. This one was an egotist or a judge. What drove them to make decisions that have actually changed their lives one way or the other? So then once we find that out, it's so amazing because so many of my clients or people at the workshops are going, oh my God, everyone talks about the ego, running your life. But once they could break it down into these small, bite-sized pieces, it was life-changing for them. They had so many insights that they never had before. And then I also offer them to really look at what other imposters may they have, because they could create it themselves. Your parents gave it to you, or a teacher, or bullies, or friendships. Somebody gave you the idea that you are X, a victim, an egotist, a seductor, something. And then you start playing off that. And once you start saying, oh my God, this is the role I've been playing, it's not working for me. Let me shift that into something else. Your whole life changes.